Am I the asshole for not helping pay for my cousin's meal? I, 28 female, went out for lunch with my mom, 46, my uncle, 36, and his son, 11 yesterday. Uncle chose the place and insisting on everyone sharing a huge barbecue, even though my mom and I wanted to eat something else. Once the bill comes, I divide it by 4 and say that he should pay for himself and my cousin while my mom and I each pay for our own part. He gets angry at this and says that every adult should cover a third of the bill because my cousin obviously can't contribute. It's not the first time he's done it. My mom points out that she never made him or anyone else help pay for my meals when I was a kid, but Uncle insists. I agree to play extra because I don't want to make a scene at the restaurant, but get angry because I'm expending a good amount of money on a food I'm not enthusiastic about. I tell my mom that I'm never going out to eat with him again. In fact, I had previously said that and only agreed to this lunch because it was supposed to be in a cheap restaurant, but Uncle changed his mind about the place at the last minute. Uncle overhears and agrees to give us the money, but gets angry and calls us selfish. For context, I'm a teacher, so I'm not exactly rolling in cash. My mom and my uncle are both better off than me financially. Not rich or anything, but he could definitely cover half the bill. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Parents are responsible for their children's food and board. Not your semen, not your demon. Not the asshole. The moment your uncle changed the restaurant, you should have changed your mind about going out with him. There's no reason why he can't cover the bill for himself and the cousin. Insist him on paying you back. Absolutely not the asshole. Your uncle is responsible for paying for his own kid, especially since he chose a more expensive place to eat. He knew what he was doing by insisting everyone split a large meal. However, it sounds like you knew this was going to happen since he's done it before. So why did you agree to let him choose the restaurant in the first place? Either stand your ground and have everyone agree on where to eat, or don't go out to eat with him again. Edit for grammar. Not the asshole. Your uncle should take care of his own child. In the future, if you go out with him, be sure and let your server know that you want separate tickets when you order. Then there's no confusion whatsoever. Your uncle is an AH. Am I the asshole for not paying my brother's taxes / not feeling guilty for traveling? I'm mid-40s, disabled vet. I spent years severely disabled on Norcos and muscle relaxers, walking with a cane, doing PT, basically trying to rebuild myself for the sake of my children. Nobody in my family helped with anything. No money, no childcare, no lifting heavy water jugs, nothing. They pretty much pretended I didn't exist until I was back on my feet. Now that I'm finally off pain meds, able to walk without a cane, healthy enough to travel a little, suddenly I'm public enemy number 1 because apparently me taking a vacation is destroying their family budget. My brother has lived with my parents his whole life with his 2 kids and takes up 3 bedrooms in their 4-bed 2-bath paid OFF house. 3 bedrooms. He pays around $600 a month for taxes and pays for groceries / utilities. A house that size in that area rents for like $2,600 to $3,200. So he's basically living in a 3-room suite for the cost of my car plus insurance payment. But according to my mom, I'm the one not helping enough. She's telling every cousin and aunt that I should lower his portion to $450 or even $300 if my sister kicks in her share. So I guess I'm supposed to subsidize a grown man who works 10 days a month, smokes weed like he's training for the Olympics, and treats the casino like his second home? Make it make sense. Meanwhile, I'm out here paying over $3,750 per month for rent and every expense for my kids, and literally functioning like an actual adult. But apparently the real scandal is me going on vacation. My family basically wants me to be a disabled vet, single dad, part-time landlord, emotional support son, and walking ATM, all while shutting up and not traveling. Their justification? They say I should pay 25% of the taxes, $150 per month, because you're getting 25% of the house, your sister 25%, and your brother 50% because he's taking care of us. Retirement homes are expensive. Except I know my brother is never moving out, and there's no way for me to rent out my quarter of the house. So that's not an inheritance. It's basically a lifetime subscription to subsidizing his lifestyle. No thanks. Not the asshole. Also, you shouldn't be paying your 25% of taxes while your parents are alive and owning said house. At that point, is the inheritance even worth it? You can just say, I don't want it. The peace of mind is worth so much more than the quarter of the house you may never see. Not the asshole. Time to get some therapy, because this is a toxic family system, and you owe it to your kids to not repeat the cycle. Not the asshole. Your extended family is trying to take advantage of you. Ignore their comments about their house being your inheritance, and that, as such, you should contribute towards it. The odds of your inheriting anything are next to zero, because your parents' logic will lead them to conclude that your brother needs to have the entire house. I hope that you are contributing nothing, as in zero, to their upkeep. If so, stay the course. Ignore them. Go low/no contact. This is not love. It's resource extraction. Enjoy your hard-earned ability to finally relax and seek some enjoyment. You deserve it. They are envious of your successful adulting. Do not respond to them if they bring this up, and hang up if they call and bring it up. Thank you for your service, sir. You know you're not the asshole. You just needed to vent. Stop worrying about your parasitic family and focus on your own family and your immediate needs. The reality is, when the time comes for your parents to need live-in help, it'll be for 3 people, not 2. I can't include his kids in this scenario because they probably aren't old enough to be part of issue. I don't think you're complaining about what you currently expense monthly for your own family. It's the adding of an extra couple of $100 a month to your loser brother. Enjoy your own life. You know you're right, so try not to engage. I've come to realize that there's a lot of dysfunctional families out there. It kind of blows my mind. Am I the asshole for getting highly offended after my girlfriend asked whether my dad is corrupt? We're college students, in a relationship since 2 years. Our holidays started last week. It will be till Jan 1st week. We plan that she will stay at my home for 1 week, as my house is nearer and she has never visited. My dad is a retired district judge, she knows. Generally, judges don't have a good reputation here, but as far as I know and love my dad, he's an awesome man. It was a decent-paying job, plus he inherited some wealth from grandpa, hence my parents have built a nice home, above average. She was fascinated by the exteriors, and the first thing she said to me was, "Looks like your dad has earned a lot above his pay grade." Basically, she said that my dad took a lot of bribes. She said it lightly, but I felt highly offended, and I clearly told her that. Instead of apologizing, she again lightly said that only the thief gets easily offended, which did the exact job of sprinkling salt over the burn. This time I got totally pissed. I'm showing passive aggression now. She's aware of everything, but acting like I'm extremely overreacting here, AITA. Y'all are getting too hung up on your own personal feelings about judges and legal systems. Is it possible OP's dad is corrupt? Sure. But implying your SO's dad is corrupt, and that's why you had a nice life, is obviously going to be offensive? Like what? Have some tact, people, and don't insult your SO's parents without a really good reason. Not the asshole who goes to someone's house, looks around and says, "Gee, this place looks way more expensive than what your pay grade should be able to afford. Want to explain that?" Not the asshole. Not the asshole, but I know if I were in your shoes and she was making those jabs at me, I would be firmly recommending she goes and finds somewhere else to spend the Christmas holidays. She is an asshole. Not the asshole. Only the thief gets easily offended is such bullshit. Not the asshole. This is the first time she visits your family's house, and she calls your father corrupt, and then doubles down on it? She's definitely TA. I'm American, so from my perspective this would also be highly offensive. Not the asshole for being offended that someone you love and respect is having shade thrown on them by someone who doesn't seem to know your dad, has negative preconceptions about who he is, and doesn't respect him enough for benefit of doubt. What she said was tacky and hurtful. It's really up to you how you handle the situation, whether you stay with her or move on. But no, not the asshole. Am I the asshole because I didn't have a reaction? My 24 female fiancé, 28 male, decided that for my birthday, he would get a hotel room for me. We're not having sex, but just sit and relax. I personally wouldn't have gotten it on my own for that reason, but I'm not going to stop him from doing what he wants to do for me. It took over an hour of driving through a mild snowstorm to get here, and I honestly just wanted to decompress. So we get to the room, and it's decorated. And as I'm turning around to thank him for putting the effort in, he's recording me. I'm extremely self-conscious about my appearance. I had no makeup on, no cute clothes, and I'm exhausted from driving. I'm literally not in the mood to be recorded. So instead of telling him thank you like I was going to, I asked, "Why are you recording me?" That ruined everything for him, and now he has an attitude because I didn't react how he wanted me to. I feel like he doesn't understand it from my perspective. I'm in my most vulnerable state, only to have a camera shoved in my face. Now I feel bad because I made him upset. Am I the asshole for not having the reaction he wanted? Edit. When I originally typed this out, I had to step away to the bathroom to type it out. I added in the comments things that I missed during that initial post, so I'm putting the most important answers here in the quotation. Those comments explain why I don't like pictures. He said that he wanted to record my reaction for our memories, since he's never done this before, and I've never had this done to me. Now I think the idea is cute in theory, but I really don't like taking pictures of myself. He knows how I feel about cameras and pictures, because I literally have to prepare beforehand every time I have the slightest clue that I'll be on camera or that other people will see me. I've been like this my entire life. I have to add that we don't have many pictures together. I really do not like taking pictures. I've had too many bad ones from high school and bullying that happened because of said pictures that I'm completely turned off from them. I simply do not like pictures and videos that I'm not allowed to prepare for. Especially after driving in the snowstorm for an hour. There's no other deep-rooted issues to blame, and I don't hate myself nor how I look. I would have been fine taking pictures after I got the chance to decompress, put all my bags down, and get out of my snow gear. Small update. We talked about it. I apologized for my initial reaction and reminded him on why I reacted that way. He told me that he wanted to make memories and that what I looked like didn't matter. I'm still working on being comfortable being on camera, but everything is better and no one is upset anymore. Kind of seems like he gave you a birthday, he'd like not thinking about what you'd like, and had you drive, and didn't get the TikTok response he had planned to share with the world to get praise for what an awesome boyfriend he is, and now he's pouting. Precious. Not the asshole. I just tell him, look, you caught me off guard with the recording thing. I had turned around to thank you, then saw you recording, and I kind of panicked because I don't like being recorded, especially when I feel like I look like shit. The hotel room wasn't for you. It was for whoever the recording is for. Not the asshole. I loathe reaction farming. And any compassionate person in your fiancé's situation would realize that they had ruined the moment. Not the person they were trying to document the imagined joy of. Not the asshole. Not everything is content. This was supposed to be about you, not his audience. Not the asshole, he wasn't doing it for you. He was doing it for himself. You drove an hour, what was he expecting? He's doing it for himself. I hate when people give gifts without thinking about the person who will receive it. It's like wanted a purse, and then gifting that purse for someone on their birthday when it's not something they would have wanted.